Hi, welcome back Munich. We are here at the Limelight. We are inside New York City's hottest nightclub. And the music's starting to pump in now. The ravers are starting to get here. And I would say right now I know there it is really going. Here in about a couple more hours it'll really be going here. And I have with me the manager of the Limelight, Neville Wells. Neville, hi, how are you?
All right.
So, where's the light? You're the manager of the Limelight. Can you tell me, how did they decide to have the Limelight in a church? About how long ago was this, and how was this decided?
About 12 years ago, no, about 15 years ago, the owner, Peter Gation, was looking for a really unique venue to move his operations into New York. He wanted to do something special. This is a landmark building, so it can't be much else. And basically, he went all out, pulled out all the stops. He spends a lot of money on decorating, putting new installations, the best sound system, best lights. We have like 5 dance floors going tonight. So he made the decision years ago. It was a drug rehabilitation center and it was decommunicated. And basically he came in, refurnished it, got it hip and tidied the place up and gave New York what it needed.
Now, did he have to get special permission to open this up in a church?
No, actually it had been decommunicated already for when it was being used as a drug rehabilitation center. The place was in a total mess though, because when you've got people recovering heroin addicts and things, there was a lot of messy things happening here. What with needles all over the place. Basically the place had to be gutted and redone. It needed someone with a lot of money and a lot of insight to what he could do with the place. So it was a conscious decision on his part to come in here, because it took a lot of thought and effort, because it was very dilapidated.
About how many people does the Limelight bring in on a regular Friday and Saturday night?
Regularly we do anything from 2,000 to 4,000 people on a turnstile effect.
Wow. And you said there's 5 dance floors in here every night?
Well, basically on Fridays and Saturdays we utilize every dance floor, but when we have major concerts here, some of the rooms in the back have to be closed off because they become dressing room areas and you have to be a bit more restrictive. That happens mostly on a Sunday and a Tuesday. Wednesday we have a big rave orientated night called Disco 2000 with karaoke.
Yeah.
And it's a mixture of gays and straights, and it's one of the hippest nights in New York.
And I know on Sunday nights you have Rock and Roll Hell, or Rock and Roll Church, and on Tuesday nights you have Communion.
Yeah.
And Communion sort of like mixes a little bit of the alternative along with some of the rave, is that correct?
Yeah, basically, Communion's been around 5 years. Started with the roots of Gothic and early industrial music, 9 Inch Nails, KMFDM. Basically what happened is gradually techno evolved from that scene, being that it's electronic dance music or electronic body music. And we worked on that by bringing over the first shows by 808 State, Meat Beat Manifesto, Enjoy, and a lot of the forerunners of the techno scene played this venue, Prodigy and such like.
Since Limelight is one of the hottest clubs in New York, what are some of the other hot clubs in New York?
On Friday nights, the Tunnel is where all the models and celebrities and film stars go. We have done raves there because it's so big. There's 5 rooms there. I did one on Independence Day. We did 4,000 people. So really hot space. And then on Sundays there, they have a hip hop night. And it's the equivalent, it's called Mecca. And it's like the centerpiece for all the hip hop acts and the latest DJs to be playing there. Do like 3,000 people.
Speaking of celebrities, what different types of celebrities have you actually seen in here at the Limelight? What are some of the famous ones?
Well, we've had to carry people out in the old days like Liza Minnelli and whatnot. But everyone from Tom Jones has hung out here. We had a party with the Jacksons where they performed.
Wow.
William Hurt, I've often closed the club with William Hurt. Nick Nolte, Eddie Murphy. Bands like Duran Duran used to call it their social hangout. We had Pearl Jam perform here. Guns N' Roses have hung out, and on Sunday nights, the rock-orientated bands, when they're in town, hang out here. On the Disco 2000 nights, people like Jimmy Somerville and a lot of the gay-orientated people hang out on that night. And basically, really anyone who's anyone. We had an instance where Pamela Anderson came in with her husband and ran in just quickly to get some ecstasy and then leave.
I think a lot of the people in Munich right now can relate to that.
Yeah. It's not something that, you know, people talk about drugs being in the rave scene or any club scene, but, you know, it's part of culture.
Right.
Even in the 60s, you're talking about pot and LSD. You know, you need an energy crowd, and basically some of the young kids in the rave scene, they're the energy, and your tourists and your bridge and tunnel that go to work during the week, they just come in and copy people. But your trendsetters like the club kids, you need people like that because they're full of creativity, and you need that.
I know you said about the celebrities. I can tell that you are not from America. Where are you from originally?
I'm originally from the East End of London. I've been here 15 years, and I've first of all got involved in the club scene by accident, by waitering. And in those days, I couldn't find a job where I made those kind of tips. It was ridiculous that where I come from, people don't tip like that. I mean, people would give you 50 bucks. It's like, I worked in a pub in England. People will buy you a beer, and that's about the limit, you know. But everything is expected over here. And the energy is just so, people in New York party 24 hours. The energy level is just phenomenal. I mean, by 6 o'clock in the morning, we're still gonna have nutcases that wanna go out to another place afterwards. And they most probably go to the tunnel till 11 in the morning.
Okay. Do you want to introduce the DJ to us?
Yes.
DJ.
Well, our DJ playing right now is DJ Corbett. He's regularly here on a Saturday night. He has a great following. He's a Billboard DJ, and as you can see from the crowd, he can definitely get them going.
There he is. standing here on the balcony, and as you can see, the people are raving here. And as a matter of fact, we have somebody here from Germany, from Munich, who wants to say hello. And what is your name?
Tillman.
And how long are you living here, or are you just visiting?
I'm visiting the city. I'm enjoying myself.
Cool.
Have a good time.
Great. And what are some of your rave bands?
Sorry?
What are some of your favorite rave artists?
Artists DJ Paul, Kid Paul, Ultrasonic.
Cool. Okay, come here. And what is your name?
Bud.
Bud.
Yes.
Okay. And can you tell me who some of your favorite rave artists are, or DJs?
Moby, The Orb, probably. 2 favorites.
Great. Can you come over here? Moby and who else?
The Orb.
All right. Okay. And come here. What is your name?
Andrea.
And where are you from?
Brooklyn, New York.
And what are some of your favorite rave artists?
Number 1, Prodigy.
Prodigy.
Yes, that's it.
I think everybody likes the Prodigy. And how long are you planning on staying here till in the morning?
Till the party starts. The real party.
That's right. Woo! Come here. What is your name?
Mara.
Mara. And where are you from?
I'm from New York City.
And what is one of your favorite DJs or rave artists?
I guess to say David Morales.
Cool. He's great.
The greatest.
And how long are you planning on staying here until?
So the last person leaves, which will be me.
Come here. What is your name?
Dan.
Dan. And where are you from?
New York.
New York. All right. And what is one of your favorite rave artists?
Sabres of Paradise, Prodigy, you know.
Cool. And how long are you planning to be here until tonight?
God, as long as everybody sticks around, I'm here.
Great. And so tell me, how long have you been coming to rave?
I don't know. I started doing it a couple of years ago, and I started traveling around and going to different places. I went to one in Paris last year. It was great. It was so fantastic. We went out to the cemetery. It was really wonderful.
Oh, rave in a cemetery?
Yeah, but it wasn't like right in Paris. It was out in the outskirts, and they have them like every weekend, and you can go out there. It's great. Cool. Loved it.
All right, rave on. Germany, good night from New York City.
Good night, Rave on.
Have a great time. I know you guys will still be going probably by the time we're still going. When it's 4 o'clock here, it'll be 11 there, and I hope you guys are still going as hard as we are. And we will see you around 2 o'clock here, 12 o'clock here, and 2 o'clock here. We'll be able to see you. Can't wait for it. Bye.